All right, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm back. My bad. Y'all probably like we just saw y'all. But yeah, I'm back. I already know what I'm finna say. I was struggling with what I want to say. No, I know what I want to say. I want to say create. Put it out there. Um, I've been thinking about a lot of different things, and I got some ideas of what I want to create. I heard different people say different stuff. Um, but I think we get stuck with analysis paralysis, and that's been a struggle of mine. If I'm just being transparent, uh, I got a lot of ideas, a lot of good ideas, and I think sometimes that's the issue of a person. Like you're so good at, I'm not trying to say I'm good at everything because I'm not. But a person is good at a lot of stuff, and so like they have a lot of choice versus if you only got one chance. Like I can only throw the ball, so hey, you gonna be a quarterback. You gonna throw the ball like Brady. So yeah, throw the ball or pick a player. I mean, I'm trying to think of another player, but I'm trying to think of a player. Like he was like not very highly recruited or drafted in the league. But he turned out great. Um, create because I think you'll find a way to make the most of the situation because you'll then go from one side of the register to the other instead of you always spending something. You'll be putting something out that somebody else can buy, and not necessarily buy with their attention, buy with their time. um and we've become too much of a consumer. Consume, eat, do this, do that. What's the output? We have a lot of input. What's the output of things that we do? um and not trying to get too heavy financially right now, but then it's like we're not measuring what's coming in, what's coming out. Because I know I talked a couple videos ago about eating and health and eating right, not just counting how many calories you eat in a meal, but what kind of calories are there? Are they saturated? Are they good fats? Are they bad fats? Where does it fall on the spectrum? Like, are you eating? And I try to really try to eat baked chicken as opposed to fried chicken. But some people could argue chicken's not as good for you. How many calories are you consuming? How many calories are you burning? Are you consistent in going to the gym? And that's something I want to talk about because like I was under the weather, and I think that's when people really press about you being able to do well because you still go or you still press through when others don't, because you don't feel well, because it's gonna make up such a huge difference at the end, um for your end goal. um so so that's what I want to say. I want to say that so you can really think about how that changes where you're going to be at. The goal, where do you want to end up at? Where do you want to end up at? How are you doing it? How you can't control what you can't measure. I mean, pick anything. Money, calories, um pick anything that you want to count. Like if you can't count it, if you don't quantify it because it can't be measured. And sometimes there are vanity measures that people get talked about, like in art. Is it moving the metrics? And this is some of the stuff that I really want to get real deep into. Is like our what are our KPIs, our key performance indicators, to show that we're doing what we're supposed to do, that we're growing in the business that we're trying to create as we're doing it? Are we choosing something that we're gonna have little to invest but have a great outcome on it? Like I heard a story told about a young man, a gentleman, when he was younger, shoveling snow as opposed to raking leaves, and the output is greater because a lot of people don't want to be in the cold. If you have a high cold tolerance and then you're out there, and then raking leaves takes a lot of effort. There's a lot of leaves, they're all over the place, but snow is condensed where people want it shoveled, whether it be on a driveway or a sidewalk. There's a lot of different things you could do. And I know some people may not be familiar with the cold and the snow and different areas and how they throw salt down on the ground and how it messes up the cars and stuff like that. So I mean, there's a lot of different things that you have to take in consideration when you do it. But what do you have? And it's almost like what's in your hand? What's in your hand? Because what you have in your hand, you can use to make a difference in your life, and you already have it. Like, I keep on saying that poem, but the poem is so real. Um, it's off Coach Carter, but it's somebody else singing. We're all meant to shine. Like what everyone has a gift. It's not in some of us, it's in all of us. It's not in some of us, it's in all of us. It's not in some of us, it's in all of us. We all have it. We all have something to contribute. We all have something to give. What is it that you can give? What is it that you have in your hand or in your person that you can make this world, this place better? Like, for real. And I think we need to focus on that. And if we start to push away the stuff that is stopping us from achieving our goals, then we can do that, like, and really hone down on it. Um, get those other things, work on our strengths, work on our weaknesses, and see, okay, this is something, this is a distraction, this doesn't help me, this pushes me away. What systems do I need to add into it? And there's all different things that different people have or don't have that they need in order to be successful. The most simplest example I could have is like, if 10 of us got cars, right? 10 of us got cars, but somebody got a car and ain't got wheels. Somebody got a car and ain't got an engine. Somebody got a car, it got an engine, but it ain't got oil in the engine. Somebody might have no windows. Somebody might not have no doors. Somebody might not have a hood. Somebody might have a soft top, or somebody might have a donut on one of the tires. I named off like a whole bunch of different situations. So each situation, and I think we all know some stuff about cars or have some general idea if you've had a car. Like, all of us have some basic understanding, like, okay, if I don't have tires, but I have an engine, I have gas, and I could go, I still can't go anywhere because I don't have tires on the car. So I have to some way, somehow got tires on the car. It's being able to properly assess what you have and what you don't have. A person without the roof without the roof. If you don't have a roof, so you can drive because I nothing else was missing. So you said, okay, I can drive, but I can drive. So I just know it's better for me not to drive in the snow when it's raining. You know what I'm saying? You start to compute these things in your mind, in your head, and you have to somehow get that to be an input to become an output on what you do. And then, like, somebody with a soft top. Okay, soft top really don't affect you in the hot or cold. You could do a lot of different things with it. Maybe if there was like some torrential rain coming down or something like that, but I can't really think of anything that would stop you. If you got a donut, you're good, but technically a donut's only supposed to be driven for like 50 miles or 25 miles. So if you had to go on a long distance trip, that wouldn't be ideal. You'd want to change something out. If somebody doesn't have an engine, you have a completely different problem than all the other situations I addressed from everybody else. If you don't have an engine, you got to get an engine replacement, or you got to switch out the car. And an engine is usually two grand, 2K, 2 Gs. um and then you got to make sure they install it right and whatnot. It's not knocking, so you don't gotta want to get a bad engine when they put it in there. Make sure it's the right engine for your car. Everything's put in there together, and have all those good things put in there. So then you got to make sure that all lines up in order for you to go on the destination that you're supposed to go to. All right. Now, and then the last thing I would say was like with the one with the oil. Okay, that's a completely different problem than all the rest, because you did have oil, you let oil drain out, oil became out, and if you know anything about cars, oil is the lifeline of a car. If a car, I mean, you need gas too, but oil, if you don't have oil, the engine will lock, it won't be able to do anything, and then your engine shot, and then you just create so many other problems for yourself. So the question is, can you properly assess what the problem is that is going on with what you have and where you're supposed to go at and where you're supposed to be at? And the last thing I would like to change that I want to change all those cars to spaceships, to space shuttles. I'm not trying to be aloof or just highfalutin or whatever, but I'm thinking like our gift, our abilities, our talents have the ability to take us like out the stratosphere. And if we properly assess and put them in place, dog, your spaceship can go far. And how can you do it? What do you need to do? What do you need to put in place? Now we talking about a whole bunch of different things for it to go to a vehicle to space travel. What needs to be done to put in place? And in the thing is, if you aim for the stars, at least you'll hit the moon, type thing. So that's just something very important to take in consideration. So I'm gonna continue on with the series. I'm trying to be I'm changing stuff up and I'm adding more stuff to it, but I'm just trying to get to the point. I haven't been consistent for real. That's my bad. I haven't been consistent. And it's not just this day, but I'm just saying like just in general. And I'm trying to be better at being consistent and working on my flaws, my shortcomings. And what I don't bring to the table in order for me to do what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, because it's like our we are all meant to shine, and your greatest fear isn't your greatest fear, or is your greatest fear? Our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure, and we are all powerful beyond measure. We are all powerful beyond measure. You got to say it, you got to know it, you got to believe it. You got to say it, you got to know it, and you got to believe it. And I'm here to help you on that journey as I'm helping myself. Uh, yeah, and that's what we're trying to do. So, take this time to just assess what I was talking about. We'll talk about more stuff that can help to put you where you want to be at. And let's go. Let's go on this ride. Let's go on this journey to the stars, baby. To the stars. Hey, like Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond, but I'm gonna come up with something different. To infinity and beyond, dog. But that's all I got for y'all. All right, I appreciate y'all.